Mrs. Connor would like us to concentrate on getting the Marsden order finished today.
Well, that's us not getting a dinner break, then.
Well, is it still OK for me to leave early? I've got to visit Sal.
Yeah, of course it is.
Morning, all.
Morning. You OK?
Yeah, great. Well, look, don't let me interrupt.
Right. So the rota is on the notice board. If there's any problems,
Actually, could I have a quick word, Sarah?
Yeah, come on, let's go in the office.
No, with the whole team.
Nick, I don't...
I think it's best they hear it from me directly.
Look at you, straight in like a rat of a drain pipe.
Right, I'm sorry about this. I was hoping we could be a bit more civilised.
Please ignore Nick and get back to work.
Carla, this is happening.
You want to bet?
Guys, time out. What is happening?
There's been a change of management. As of today, I'm Carla's new partner.
So has Paula managed to dig up any dirt on Duncan or his so-called witness?
No, not yet. But I promise, Mum, she's all over it.
Never doubted that for a second.
Anyway, how are you today?
Oh, you know, so. Looking forward to seeing you all later.
I know it's tough, Mum, but it'll all be over soon.
For the sake of my sanity, I pray you're right. It's one thing being caged like an animal, but the sense of powerlessness I feel like I'm in limbo, Soph.
Listen, you keep your head down and let Paula do her thing, eh?
Yeah, I'll try. Look, I'd better get back, so I'll see you at 3, and don't forget those bits and bobs I asked for.
No, I won't. And, Mum, I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Morning. Didn't hear you come in.
Just come for a few bits for my mum.
All right.
She's just been on the phone.
Oh, yeah, how does she seem?
Better than you by the looks of things.
Fine.
Are you sure, Tim? Because you look like death. Maybe you're coming down with something.
No, I'm not.
She'll be gutted if she doesn't see you today.
Calm down, Soph. I've just got an hangover.
Sorry?
I think I may have had one too many ales last night.
Do you know what, Tim? You are unbelievable. My mum is stuck in there and you're out here living it up. You need to get your act together.
Wait, so you're going to invite him out?
Well, it's fireworks at the Red Reg. It's Ali candlelit dinner. What I'm going to do?
Famous last words, if ever I heard them.
Look, Nick's a different person now to the one you knew. He's grown up. And, well, he's more... What's that term you always use? Emotionally available.
OK, maybe he has developed as a person, but I still don't trust him.
Well, if he can let go of the past, why can't you?
Because I know he'll let you down eventually.
Taya, he's not a bad person.
Come on, you know as well as I do how unpredictable he is.
Was. And if you could just let go of your anger towards him, you'd see that.
I hope you're right, Lee. Truly, I do. But if I were you, I'd be growing eyes in the back of my head.
You've certainly gone a bit more upmarket since the last time I was here.
Called progress. Of course, not all progress is good. Hello, Underworld. Oh, hi, Claire. No, I'm afraid Mr. Barlow doesn't actually work here anymore. Yes, it was rather sudden. Well, I'd rather not go into the details right now, does it? Listen, Claire, shall I ring you back in a bit? All right, love. Cheers.
Maybe we should get Sarah to send out an email, tell everyone about the new setup. It saves doing it piecemeal, doesn't it? Ooh, this doesn't look good.
You know the definition of insanity is repeating the same action over and over again but expecting a different result. Nick, why are you doing this? I'm the last person in the world you should want to go into business with.
What can I say? Peter Barlow made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Why won't you give me a straight answer?
In the short term, I'm going to be toing and throwing back from Nottingham. You're going to retain overall control.
So while I'm working here like a lunatic, you'll be doing what exactly?
This and that.
This and that. This and that. Do you care to elaborate on this and that?
Oh, come on. I am a step up from Peter Barlow. I know the business. Seriously, I'm surprised you're even solvent.
For your information, me and Peter actually were getting on just fine.
Really? Because I didn't get the old rainbow and sparkles vibe when he collared me in the Rovers loo and said, let's make a deal.
Takings were pretty decent last night.
Oh, good. Does that mean I can buy that new handbag?
Let's not go overboard, eh? So, I couldn't help but notice that you and Kate were thick as thieves.
And?
Well, just an observation.
Well, I thought you'd be pleased we were getting on so well.
I am, 100%. But if there were something that I ought to know, you'd tell me, right?
Absolutely. Except there is nothing to tell.
You certain?
Well, go and ask her if you don't believe me.
You know what? I think I'll go one better. Take her out for a bit of lunch later.
What?
Well, you'll be able to cope here on your own for an hour, won't you? Me and her, we need a proper catch-up.
You can't.
Sorry.
Well, what I mean is, she's out all day.
Oh, where?
Wine appreciation course. Yeah. Said she wants to up a game at work, so...
Well, she didn't tell me anything about it.
But it probably just slipped her mind. I wouldn't read too much into it.
So while you were having your meltdown, making Peter off in the Tate-Arte in the Rovers bogs.
Bit of a suspect place for a meeting, isn't it?
Everything about the situation's suspect.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you're well rid.
It's not quite that simple, though, is it?
No, Peter threw you under the bus, Carla. It couldn't be any more simple. And what's more, I think you are completely bonkers for trying to get him to change his mind.
I'm trying to do what's best for the factory.
Well, in that case, you should be glad that Nick's on board. Well, at least he's got a decent business brain.
No, not you and all.
Carla, you don't need Peter Ball.
You summoned me.
Well, I didn't really have much choice, did I?
Hi, Peter. Can I get you anything? Tea, coffee, strychnine? No? Shame. See you later.
Well,
You need to call off that sale.
so much for the small talk.
I mean it.
Too late, it's a done deal. Sorry, next.
No, nothing's set in stone. Come on, all I'm asking for is a delay. Okay, you at least owe me that much.
Firstly, Carla, I don't owe you a damn thing. Secondly, if I could press that pause button, tell me why I should.
Because I think we'll make a good team.
You had a funny way of showing it recently.
Okay, look, I hold my hands up, all right? I've made some mistakes and I'm willing to learn by them. I want the chance to make things right.
I gave you a chance yesterday, but you had other priorities, remember?
Listen...
No, you listen as usual. You want everything on your terms, Carla. Well, I'm sorry that doesn't work for me anymore.
Very impressive. I won't go that far. I could do with being a bit more supple. Some mornings I wake up and I feel like I need oiling to get out of bed.
I'd probably keep that to yourself round here. Someone's likely to take you up on it. To be honest, I do the yoga mainly for the breathing, like. It's the only thing that takes the edge off.
Really? Well, you do seem very at one with yourself.
Not at all. Of course, I do feel like a complete numpty sometimes, but hey, it's better than going around panelling folk, am I right?
Indeed.
Now this is the best part. You can't whack a bit of Savasana.
Savasana?
It's also known as a corpse pose. Hey, have you ever seen a corpse?
Actually...
Trust me, they never look this peaceful. Or sexy.
What have I told you, Shepherd? Up.
Do you mind? She's Savasaning.
I don't care if she's communing with the universe itself. She's a tripping hazard. Shift.
With all due respect, shouldn't you be encouraging wellness?
With all due respect, maybe you should mind your own business. Wellness. Like this place isn't already bananas enough.
Well, that was uncalled for.
Oh, it's just the way things are around here, I'm afraid.
Really? Well, we'll see about that.
You got any of them hangover sachets, Dev? I'll have a look around the back.
Cheers. Oh. Right, Gina.
Crikey, someone sounds rough.
I had a couple of snifters after you turned in.
Look, if you're not up for seeing Sal, I'm sure she'd understand.
Nah, I'll be fine after a shower. I'll tell you what, I might lay off the late nights for a while, though. Seems a bit unfair on Sal.
Well, what about what's fair for you? Shan't be your life and all.
I'm not talking about becoming a monk. I'm just talking about taking it easy for a while until she gets released.
Right, found him. Oh, hey, babe.
Oh, hey. How's the foot?
Oh, you know, never better. There you go.
Right, you're a lifesaver. How much?
Oh, no, it's just on the house. Oh, and Tim?
Yeah.
My best to Sal, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Must be so hard for him.
Well, it's hard for us all.
No. I mean, that's, of course, it goes without saying that. So anyway, last night was fun.
Yeah, it was.
It's good. It's good. I enjoyed myself with you.
Likewise.
Good. That's good. Glad to hear you say that, because I can't help thinking there might be some unfinished business between us.
Dev.
Come on, Gina, come on. I just want to talk. So, what, perhaps over dinner tonight? Unless, of course, you've got someone else on the scene.
As if. Let me think about it, yeah?
You think about it? Fair enough.
A pool hall? Yeah, you know the one. It's Victoria Street.
That all done?
Well, yeah, I mean, admittedly, it's seen better days, but with the right finance and know-how, I reckon that place could be a gold mine, man.
If you say so, I'll make some inquiries.
Hey, you're right. Put your wallet away, I'll get these.
Cheers. Hey, for what it's worth, no matter what Carla says, you made the right decision.
Yeah, I know. Onwards and upwards.
Loving the positivity.
Are you laying that egg yourself?
It won't for much longer.
Oi, lose the attitude. He's only got one pair of hands.
Sorry, mate. You take your time, yeah.
Somebody needs to take a chill pill.
Well, I haven't been sleeping all that well lately.
Oh, well, helping to send an innocent woman down will do that. Sorry, that was uncalled for.
No, forget it. But between you and me, I wish that I hadn't taken Duncan and that poxy case on to begin with.
Sorry for the delay.
No problem. You take care, yeah?
Yeah, you too.
Congratulations.
Look, Johnny, if Carla's sent you, forget it. The deal's already finalised, the money's gone through.
Then you're a mug.
No. I was a mug until I sussed your daughter's little plan. I'm sorry. She's Nick's problem now.
You think you got all the answers, don't you?
Johnny, which part of not interested didn't you understand?
I'm going to let you into a little secret, pal. It seems that my daughter, for reasons that escape me, wanted you and her to be more than just business partners. Yeah. Yeah, be right. You blew it, pal. You blew it big time.
Thank you all for coming.
It's not like we've got anywhere else to go.
Even so, I appreciate the gesture.
Hang on. I recognise you. Weren't you that mayor or something?
Yes. I'm the former mayor of Weatherfield. Now a remand prisoner, framed by a scumbag of a man and wrongly incarcerated, but still desperate to be of service.
So you're saying you're innocent?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course you are, love. And I'm Kendall Jenner.
Like I was saying, just because you've lost your liberties doesn't mean to say that those in authority can take liberties.
Eat your heart out, Theresa May.
I mean, education and exercise and good nutritional food, they're not privileges. They're basic human rights. Rights that I would like to fight for if you will let me. But we do need to help ourselves.
How?
Well, we need to be organised and speak in one voice.
You talk about learning stuff, but who's going to do the teaching?
Well, we are. I mean, Jodie here, she's going to teach the yoga, and I'm going to teach needlecraft and sewing, and, well, that's just for starters.
I've got an art degree. What? I'm complex.
That is fantastic, because art therapy is supposed to be brilliant.
So, what happens next?
So, I'm going to demand a sit-down meeting with the governor and make our case.
What happens if she doesn't see you?
She'll see me.
Hiya.
Hello, love.
Hey, Johnny. Hey. Oh. Thought you were getting out later.
Oh, she arrived early, long story. I don't suppose you guys know where Kate is. She's not at home or the bistro, and her phone's going straight to voicemail.
Apparently, she's on some fancy wine tasting course.
Appreciation course, yeah. When we spoke yesterday, she never mentioned anything to me.
Join the club.
Oh, that's a downer. So much for surprising her. Just one sec.
Hey, come on, cheer up. You've survived being apart for weeks. Your extra hours won't matter.
Actually, there's something I need to ask you. Hello?
Jenny, it's me.
I didn't recognise the number.
Yeah, I forgot my phone. I had to borrow someone else's. Listen, you'll never believe this, but the ship only flipping docked hours ago. Rona's already gone.
I know. She just walked in the pub.
Oh, my days. This isn't happening. Everything's ruined.
Just calm down. It's just a little hiccup, that's all.
I wanted everything to be so special.
Yeah, and it still will be, I promise. Now, you just get yourself home pronto and then leave everything up to me.
Okay.
You know, I love Kate more than anything in the world.
Of course.
And being away from her has made me realise she's the one.
That's beautiful, sweetheart. Now, what did you want to ask?
For Kate's hand in marriage. Look, if you need time to think about it, then
I'd be proud for you to marry my daughter. Of course, you got my blessing.
This stays between you and me, okay?
No worries.
So, what have I missed? Nothing?
Just shooting the breeze. Who's that on the phone?
Nobody. Wrong number.
Oh, Mrs. Connor, I've done that inventory that you asked us for.
Oh, I'll look it over in a bit. Is it cream crackers?
Of course. Mr. Tilsley's got a visitor.
What's all this then?
Piers, we have a gate crasher.
Be nice. Mum couldn't wait to congratulate me.
Well, can you blame me? I mean, not only is my son home, but he's back where he always belonged. Champagne.
No.
No, never mind. More for us.
You're gonna feel pretty stupid if Peter changes his mind.
That money went through a couple of hours ago, so I'm afraid you're lumbered with me.
More like blessed. I mean, Nick's the best thing that's happened to this place in years.
Sorry, she's out of you.
Don't apologise for me. Here's to the future.
I'll drink to that.
You'll both be smiling on the other side of your faces once I've spoken to my solicitor.
Well, if you're not wasting your time and money, be my guest.
Give up. Embrace the future.
Give up, Gail. I haven't even started yet.
Lee, I was just going to find you. Oh, yeah? Have you spoken to Mr. Emotionally Available today?
No, not as yet.
Right, so you've not heard. Heard what? Well, you know what Nick said about putting the past behind him?
A meeting with the governor?
Yep. Tomorrow, touch wood.
I thought you was meant to be keeping your head down.
Well, someone has to stand up for these poor women. I mean, they might be criminals, but they still have human rights.
Yeah, but you could be out soon, love. Why not the boat?
Well, these women need a mouthpiece. Besides, rocking the boat is what I'm good at.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade, Sal, but you're not the mayor anymore.
I had noticed that, Gina.
Well, I think it's dead brave, Mum. I'm proud of you.
Oh, Thank you, sweetheart.
Don't encourage her. It's in some council chambers. It's flaming prison. Your little project goes wrong, you're not the only one who suffers.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that Tim here's got enough to worry about without you getting on your soapbox.
Oh, for goodness sake. What is wrong with using my experience and political savvy to do a bit of good in here?
Oh, if it earns you a few brownie points, oh, God forbid it gets you in the newspaper, then so much the better.
Come on, that's a bit unfair.
Yeah, some of us have goals.
I have goals?
Since when? There's more get up and go in a fruit trifle.
I'll have you know I've put my life on hold for you in this family.
Oh, I'm sorry if my incarceration has put a flaming dent in your diary. In case you didn't realise, I didn't want to be set up by Duncan.
I never said you didn't get a raw deal. We all know what a victim you are.
Right, time out.
I just want you to acknowledge in front of witnesses that while you're in here restarting your election campaign, I'm helping to keep the home fires burning.
Well, thank you, Gina, for pitching in and taking on this awesome burden. I'm eternally grateful.
I never said it was a burden.
And rest assured, when I get released and I'm back home, you need never have anything to do with me or my family ever again.
Someone see you, Mr. Tilsley.
Thanks, Izzy. Ah, nice surprise.
Tell us the wonderful news.
Don't bother. I already know.
Do you want a glass of bubbly?
No, not for me.
So what do you think?
What do I think? Are you serious?
I thought you'd be pleased.
Pleased? You thought I'd be pleased? You've just gone into partnership with your ex-wife.
Okay, look, why don't we talk about this in private?
You know, to think I stuck my neck out for you and all. Must need me head testing.
Sorry, I'm a bit confused. What have I done wrong?
Well, if you really have to ask that, there's nothing else to talk about.
We're back in Weatherfield in half an hour.